Beryl is now a tropical storm after making landfall here south of Cancun early Friday morning. And yeah, the land has disrupted this storm, but it has maintained some organization. We still have warm sea surface temperatures out ahead of it, and yeah, it's still a tropical storm, but fully anticipate this to regain strength back to hurricane intensity as it reemerges into the Gulf of Mexico, moving off towards the west throughout this weekend. Now, there is plenty of shear towards the north here, but I think the key thing is very warm sea surface temperatures. Latest track brings us onshore on Monday, just around Corpus Christi, but even some of the guidance has been shifting further towards the east, out around the Galveston and towards the Houston area as well. So this is one of those storms we want to pay attention to the cone of air here, of course, all the way out here towards South Texas under a hurricane watch at this time. But even into Galveston back towards Houston, I think you need to watch this very, very closely here as we go ahead through our Sunday into Monday, where this could be making that landfall. As I mentioned, hurricane watch is in place for all of South Texas at this time, basically from the border extending back past Galveston, and this is going to be upgraded to a hurricane warning as we go ahead through our day on Saturday. Here's a closer look at satellite imagery after this made landfall here early Friday morning, crossing the peninsula and then re-emerging now into the Gulf of Mexico. Once you get that center of circulation back over those very warm waters, so that heat engine is going to turn back on. And as I mentioned, the sea surface temperatures are exceptionally warm. I mean, look at this. Off the coast of Texas, 92 degrees. That is just gasoline for the engine here to just fuel this storm system up. I think the key thing is out ahead of it. There's a little drier, there's a little sheer, but the sea surface temperatures are definitely going to counter that as it pulls off towards the west. And Rounds subtropical ridge now located over the eastern side of the Gulf of Mexico. The key thing is if that weakens a little bit, the further east this is going to go. And I think more and more that is likely going to happen just as this edges further towards the east. Plus, the further east this goes, the longer it's going to spend over water, and these numbers could increase. Right now, storm surge up to about 3 to 5 feet is possible. Heavy rainfall 5 to 10 inches along the coast with that hurricane watch in place at this time. Here's a closer look at the guidance as this moves over those warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Watch this, Brownsville, Corpus Christi, and yeah, over towards Houston, Galveston area. Even if it stays south of there, by the way, you're still going to be in that right front quadrant, so you want to watch out for a lot of these barrier islands, that water getting pushed on shore. I mean, even a 5-foot storm surge can cause some pretty serious flooding out here, so there's plenty of impacts. And speaking of flooding, it's going to head inland all the way from Houston back towards Austin, bringing that heavy rainfall. And don't expect Harvey levels, but definitely enough to cause some decent flooding out here as well. So as this pulls away from the Yucatan Peninsula out here in Mexico into the Gulf of Mexico, we're of course going to continue to watch Beryl as it tracks off towards the west. Guidance still shifting towards the east, and we're going to continue to watch out for that as well. One more thing. Of course, this is the main topic, but we do have a trough towards the north, and this is going to help influence the weather all across the southeast, even not close to our tropical system, with heavy showers really extending across the Gulf states through the Florida Peninsula, as well as the first coast around Jacksonville, looking at showers really picking up Monday over towards Tuesday. A side effect, if you will, of our tropical system. Nowhere near direct impacts, but definitely there is some influence and added moisture coming in out of the tropics from it. So, of course, we're going to keep you posted at firstcoastnews.com. Our Hurricane Central will keep you updated there. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta. First Coast News on your side.